right, very exciting today. We're going to hang out with Philosopher. We're going to talk about the release method for Silver Surfer, which I don't think is out there. Is that right? Has anybody talked about the release method for Silver Surfer yet?
No, in fact, we've been getting a lot of false rumors and things about it being a gold milestone, and I have heard now from two different sources something different.
Yeah, so this is what we're going to say right here. It is not going to be an Emma symbiote Spider-Man type release method at all. And then we've got some data patches. We've got the kit we're going to go over. We're also going to go over the stats. We're going to talk about the obvious is it's going to be a Black Order counter, but I think what we really want to talk about is what team we're going to use, right? And what team composition is going to work, right?
Exactly.
X Factor, Doom. I don't know.
If I'm on this video, we're going to talk about X Factor, right?
All right. First things first. Let's talk about release method. And this is speculation, rumor, but you have reason to believe that this is accurate.
Yeah, I've got two different sources who've given me information in the past that I haven't shared because I wasn't sure what to make of it. But it really looks accurate and official to me, and they both are unrelated to each other and saying the same thing. And essentially what they're saying is there's going to be a special event in April that is going to give us Silver Surfer that'll make it available to everyone.
Available to everyone. So that that's what we have that already, like those regular campaign events, right? But it's probably different than that even.
Yeah, it's supposedly some new type of event. And then they're going to be putting him in raid season milestones over multiple seasons. So if you haven't worked on your Doom raid and started learning that, now's the time to start.
Yeah, so that was something that was in one of the blog posts, because that has not been updated since the game came out, the raid season milestones. And I know for like our alliance, we wrapped that up in a day or a couple hours, it seems like. So they're going to do something different with that, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this is going to be a totally new system here to try to encourage us to run this new raid that's going to require more characters. And he will be in the next patch, which is supposed to come, according to these rumors that I'm hearing, on March 16th.
Which is Tuesday. And I think that's what we've all been predicting is Tuesday. Okay, so let's talk about stats and just the overall power of the character, which was shown in the video. And then we've been able to go to msf.gg and plug the data in. Oh my God, right?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, if you look here, 7th best health in the game, second best damage, 11th best armor, second best focus, second best resistance. Just crazy bonker stats, kind of like Doom level.
Yeah,
stats.
So rip everybody other than Doom and Silver Surfer, it looks like at this point, as far as being stats. I mean, it really... So are you going to say it right now? I heard someone else say it yesterday. Better than Doom? You really go that far?
Yeah, I think based on what we see on just paper here, he looks like the best character in the game to me. Now, I cannot believe, even if there's things that we're missing in the kit or some counter we're missing, hard for me to believe he wouldn't be top 5. So he's a safe bet to spend your gold promos on, for example.
Yep. Okay, so let's go to the kit real quick. And I think the obvious thing, like you said earlier, the surface level, is that he's going to be a meta shift for sure. He's going to delete Black Order. Looks like a Black Order killer specifically. We're going to start with the passive first. On spawn, defense up for 3 turns. On any turn, ally or enemy gain 5%. How broken is that going to be on defense in Alliance War? That sounds crazy, right?
Oh. Well, yeah, not only that, but what if you're facing him with Doom? Every one of your Doom bots is going to give him a heal, right? Because they're all taking turns. Or Ultron, your 7 red star Ultron in the future. I mean, he's going to get so many heals, and if you put him as ISO healer, I think there's 2 options for ISO here: Striker, we'll get to later, at healer. Yeah. He's going to be insane.
Yeah. So that's any ally, any enemy. And then also that also benefits you to have Doom, right? Because all the Doom bots are also going to count.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So there's bonkers, right? Now, okay. So you went into the video and looked at the stats, and it looks like he's going to have a speed somewhere between 122 and 129. But this is the catch. on turn gain 15% speed up to a max of 45% speed. Now, I got to say, I played Hero Collectors for a long time. I haven't seen a character do this, but my gut is that this is very, 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 very. How many more varies can I put in there? 6 more varies? Very, very, very good. Right?
Yeah, no kidding, man. I mean, look, speed is the key in this game. It's a turn-based game.
Turn-based game, speed is always going to be key. Yes, right?
Absolutely. So, look, the reason I came up with this 122 to 129, it was some of my chat and stream helped me figure this out based on the characters that were going in the video. But that's already super fast.
Yes.
And then that means the second turn he's going to be 140 to 148. The third turn and thereafter 161 to 170. The fastest character in the game is only 155. Black Widow. 140 is the second fastest Yo-Yo. So he's going to be as fast as Yo-Yo on a second turn.
Yeah, and I can't tell you how many times have you seen Yo-Yo go back to back, where with slower characters. Like you know that could be a thing. Silver Surfer, going multiple turns, crazy. Oh boy, it just keeps getting better. On non-summon ally death, gain offense up, and that'll be important later because if this character has offense up, all attacks ignore defense up. Okay, so defense up will halves damage, right? And offense up
50%.
basically, 50%, 50%. And offense up, spoiler, all of his attacks have piercing. Explain why that's really good.
Yeah, so there's an armor stat in the game. You probably don't even pay attention to this.
It's such a weird
piercing
number,
ignores armor.
Yeah,
piercing ignores armor, so it's really important. And defense up is another thing. 50% less damage is huge. So if you ignore that, you ordinarily get 50% more damage when you use offense up. That's like another 50% on top of it.
Yeah.
It's absolutely bonkers. So figuring out how to give him offense up is going to be key.
And never mind that he's got high damage anyways, right? He's got high damage anyways, right? Now, I do want to circle back to that though. Like this data right here was from the video, and I've seen them screw this up before, and I just want to say that this, I don't know if they put the disclaimer in their video where we got this data from, but sometimes that's beta gameplay footage, subject to change. Maybe it's not finalized. I hope it isn't. But if those are the numbers, he's going to have what, second highest damage in the game?
Yeah, above Black Bolt. I mean, come on. Could you imagine if Black Bolt was taking turns all the time like crazy and healing himself all the time? I mean, it's ridiculous.
And not having to worry about armor and not having to worry about defense up? Oh, yeah. Okay, I mean, that's going to make him twice as good as Black Bolt in some ways. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is kind of interesting. So this is a anti... Black Order mechanic, gain 50% resistance if the character has one or more villain cosmic enemies. So that's going to be more or less Black Order, right? I mean, that's pretty straightforward.
The only ones that matter. Yep.
Okay, so and then this is very interesting. Gain 50% focus if this character has one or more hero cosmic allies. Gain additional 50% focus, and all allies gain 50% focus. And as soon as I saw this, I've thought of you and Longshot. I mean, I don't know what to say. But then the other one that also occurred to me is maybe Invisible Woman. What are your thoughts on those two ideas?
Yeah, I think, look, Invisible Woman makes some sense because Doom also gets some bonus damage when he's with a Fantastic Four member, and he gives speed bar and ability energy when, in this case, Invisible Woman gets under 50% health. But I don't think Doom needs more damage. I think it's very possible, more X Factor on the way. I mean, Those same sources are telling me that we're going to be getting Multiple Man and Polaris in this upcoming patch. So, X Factor really could be good. And what I see in terms of what an arena team could look like is, if you noticed up top a few lines ago, when a non-summoned enemy dies, he gets offensed up.
Right.
So what about Phoenix? What about Phoenix to give him offense up? There you go. So you got Phoenix.
Well, she's good almost everywhere, right? I mean, by herself, stand alone, she's amazing. Wow. So he's going to get offense up just by her doing her thing, and the stealth is going to protect him and Doom even, right? Which is great.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So that's what I see there. I mean, you could use Beast, but then that means you have to use a couple X-Men. Whereas if you use Phoenix, you could put X-Factor, you could do Invisible Woman and Emma. That's kind of what I see as an initial read on what this might look like. Some people might want to put Red Guardian. That's also possible. But I think it's going to be something either Phoenix plus X Factor, Doom and Silver Surfer, or Phoenix, Invisible Woman, Emma, Doom
All
and
right.
Silver Surfer, something like that.
Last part of the passive is lower resistance by 50% for all enemies with heal block. And we're going to go right to the ultimate because the ultimate has heal block, clearing of immunity, and then also getting rid of charged. Kind of bonkers. This is kind of going to destroy a lot of teams, I'm guessing. Energy cost 6/6. Attack all enemies, which is going to be turn 1 very early. He's very fast, but somewhere between 122 and 129, we're guessing. Attack all enemies for piercing, so no armor. Clear immunity. Black Order's going to have immunity, right? No, they don't. All enemies. And apply heal block for 2 turns. He has amazingly high focus. And then from there, with the ones that do get the heal block, they're going to get 50% lowered resistance. So everybody comes behind him is going to have the path paved away. Clear all charged. We're going to come back to that. Cannot be blocked or counterattacked. What part of this do you want to talk about first? The block order part or the charged part? Because I think that's where we're going with this, is how this is going to be good.
Well, let me just, because it's easier to just get it out of the way. This just totally annihilates the Black Order. The clearing of positive effects is always the thing that undoes the Black Order. Emma and Doc Ock have been the biggest counters because they get rid of their positive effects. This does the same thing. That alone on turn 1 is going to just completely annihilate the Black Order. And the charge is more interesting or complicated.
Yeah, okay, so when I first I saw this charged, my brain started circling to like Zemo and of course Sinister Six. But I think this becomes like a hard counter to Sinister Six right there. I mean, Swarm will kill himself pretty much if he doesn't have charged, right?
Yeah, and it also, I think, will interact with Emma, because doesn't she get charged?
Yeah, the well? Diamond form, yeah, right? In the charged, right? Yeah, and then it flips. Yeah, well, who else has got charged that's super important? Ebony Maw gets it, but that's only when he kills a healer controller, and then that goes away pretty quickly. There's
exactly.
Yeah, so, but Zemo will go before Silver Surfer, it seems like, because I thought it'd be pretty cool if you could eliminate that clearing AoE, but it won't work that way. The second time around it will, right? He won't clear it the second time.
Exactly right. So I think, he will interact there, and then my guess is that there's going to be some future character this is probably going to interact with in some way. That would just be my guess on it.
All right, special 5/5. So relatively long cooldowns on both of these abilities, but his basic is so good. I don't know if it's going to matter. 5/5 attack primary target, 600% piercing. Oof, that's a lot of damage. Apply disrupted for 2 turns. Attack all adjacent targets for additional piercing. Apply defense down. So he's going to hit a bunch of people, and they're going to have the primary target's going to hit disrupted, defense down. This attack can't be counterattack. I'm sure that's going to be good if there's a taunting tank. Maybe you'd want to do that first. Maybe against who's going to
Cull Obsidian?
Yeah, Cull Obsidian. So what's going to be better to do turn 1 against Black Order? Do you think though?
It depends on where they are in their turn order. So if Thanos is already flipped and they have tons of positive effects and so forth, then you might want to clear. And then I imagine that once you've done that, then you will go quickly. You'll probably go before Cull moves again, and then you can apply Disrupted for 2 turns on him, and that basically is game over.
Yeah. I
don't know. I mean, there's a lot of tools here, right? It's like it's sort of like you've got all the tools in your toolbox to beat the Black Order in one character.
Okay, so the basic attack, which is the reason why I think you're 100% correct. It's going to be Striker probably 90% of the time, but then maybe on defense and war, healer, who knows, right? But definitely Striker is the most interesting. Attack primary target, again, piercing, so not needing armor. Transfer all negative effects from this character to the primary target. If this character doesn't have any negative effects, transfer all positive effects from the primary target to this character instead. And then this is interesting. If it's a counterattack or assist, it does both. That's great.
Yeah, it's insane. I actually think that, this is in some ways the most broken part of the kit, that this is on a basic. We get excited when a basic has a 70% chance to blind or something. Here you got a basic that's just absolutely insane. It's a cleanse, it's a buff steal, it's everything in one.
Yeah, and then if you're hitting twice, right? Oh, with the striker and the vulnerable. Okay. So yeah, this I don't think anybody is saying anything less than a top 5 character in the game. Several people have said that this is going to be the best character in the game. Of course, we're guessing just based on the information we have here. So, how do you see this playing out with X Factor and or Doom and or Phoenix? Tell me what you think.
Wow. I think that this is the end of the Black Order meta in Arena. I think this character alone should be enough with Doom and some of these other choices to make it so that you can't just win by focusing down Doom, because up till now people who have been using Doom in Arena have just had a lot of stuff to try to buy time before so Doom can kill Black Order, and you really always needed to have other threats. So here's your other threat. If you don't go after Silver Surfer quickly, he's going to get so fast and just destroy your Black Order. So I think we're going to be in a kind of a golden age for at least a period of time of hybrids in Arena, which you and I have both wanted to have, right?
Oh,
Where
yeah,
we're going to have
for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, so I might have X Factor, more than you do. I might, there'll be another person who might do 3 of the Axemen, Beast, Jubilee, Bishop, because of course Bishop is a cosmic, hero as well, and Beast gives offense up to Doom. So there's definitely some different options, and I think that'll be exciting to see.
Yeah, and I think. First of all, I don't think they're going to give this guy away. I just want to put that out there. This is I expect there to be some pain in acquiring this character. Would you agree that's probably true? And
pain or pocketbook? I think.
Well, the way based on what we talked about at the beginning, the release method having to do with raids, I'm wondering if this is going to be something where you're going to have to be like 100%ing the new Doom raid. And, the Doom raid is going to require, each member in your alliance to probably already have Doom unlocked to be efficient at it, correct? And
yeah.
Doom unlocked, and then having symbiotes, and then having astonishing X-Men, and then having some sort of skill team. So end game content. Can I add more ends in there? You know what I mean? Like I don't think they're going to just give this guy away. You said that everybody's going to probably get like a low star version of this guy, but like a high red star, high gold star is probably going to be relatively difficult to get, is my guess.
I agree with that. I don't know if they're just going to also sell them on the side for an absurd amount.
Oh yeah, they will.
Yeah.
Wait, are you ready for? There'll be a 4-star unlock, so it'll be $100 pack. I have no idea. It could be.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Something like that, $100, and people will buy it, right? And then I also think that a low star Silver Surfer is going to still do a number on the Black Order because of all that extra focus, all that extra resistance removal, right? Lowering the resistance. So they purposely made it so your 4-star Silver Surfer is still going to end the Black Order meta around your level in the arena.
Yeah, very, very exciting. I'm pretty excited about this. I can tell you're excited.
Oh, yeah. I love changing the game. I've been predicting. We had a video where we were talking just, what was it, a week or so ago?
Yeah.
About that I really expected the Black Order meta to change, and here we go.
Well, it's actually gone on. I've seen several metas in this game, and I'm going to say that you've been playing the game for, a year, right? And it's been mostly Black Order, I'm guessing. And typically that's not normal. Typically there's a pivot, anywhere from 3 to 6 months. And it's been... The Black Order's been as long as the longest one I can remember, for sure.
Yeah, it's been a long ride. I mean, we were being sold the Black Order in April of last year. Maw was released in May. It's about a year. I mean, that's a long time for one team to hold up.
Yeah, and I'm personally looking forward to diversity in the meta. I'm going to guess, though, that there's going to probably be one dominant team that's discovered after this is all said and done, probably involving Doom, for sure. Or, we haven't even talked about the X Factor having 2 more members and what that'll look like. That it could be Silver Surfer and X Factor, 4 members of X Factor and Silver Surfer. We don't know, right?
Yeah, I mean, they look I mean, the ones we have in game are already bonkers, so God only knows what the other two are going to look like. Maybe each one of multiple man's clones or whatever splits are going to be a separate person when they die, gives offense up to Silver Surfer. Who knows?
Okay. We're going to head over to Philosopher's channel right now and continue this conversation, specifically talking about team composition and some of the potential there for Silver Surfer. So link to that, his video and his channel will be in the description. Anything you want to say before we go?
Hey, exciting time in MSF. There's a lot of change in the air. So save your gold promo, save your red star orbs for the Silver Surfer.
I'm ready for the arena to not be all Black Order. I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm ready.
God.
Yeah. All right, guys.
Done the same fight.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for watching and keep on gaming. Bye.
Yeah, I've done that same fight so many times. I cannot wait to not have to do Black Order mirror match again.
Yeah, I flip, and then I hit auto, and it's over. You know, it's just like, oh my god, yeah. I'm looking forward to this for sure.